We're doing unpacking for a package that Hogworks sent me. This is Sensei, by the way, from Rifle Nation. And we're gonna go on this package together. As you guys know already, I've had some issues with my tour pack that I purchased from TCMT and Amazon. And before I even go into this video, I do wanna big up TCMT for awesome customer service. I do wanna say that. Big respects for that. I mean, does the product suck? Honestly, in my brain, the King Tour pack, yes. Will I take that back? No, I will not. Would I put back another King Tour pack from TCMT on my bike? No, I will not. However, I do have the TCMT lowers. They also make the light systems. This is not everything I'm gonna knock them for. There is nothing known as a perfect company, right? Because that would be unfair. So, all right, so now that I said that, and trust me, this is not something that I had to go through, and I didn't have to say what I just said. I'm saying it because I legitimately feel that. So Rob from Hogworks, and Hogworks, man, we spoke a bit. I love their products, and they sent me an entire system. I'm gonna definitely start to share some links for you guys to purchase the products if you are looking for your tour packs, you're looking for, I mean, they sell all kinds of stuff at Hogworks, all right? So boom, they sent this to me. They sent me 2 of those. I have the first one hung up over there in the back. I'm gonna go through this list pretty quick. They sent me the liner that goes inside the tour pack. I wanted the orange and black, but I'm good with the black. The black is what they had available. And these have pockets that goes in here too. You got pockets on the inside and the base. And of course, we have the top. And then here, and plus this is a perfect time too, because my son is about to ride me out to Wisconsin, to Milwaukee, to the 120th for Harley Davidson. Let me put the screen back on. And I bought him, well, I bought the tall boy seat over there, so that should be comfortable. And so here, he's gonna also have this backrest, which I never used to like at all, but guess what? I'm gonna learn how to love it. So this is gonna go on the tour pack. That way Dorian will have a whole entire backrest on his ride with me to Milwaukee. This hat, I should put the hat on right now. I like my brim to be bent. And they sent me this crazy nice looking t-shirt. The quality in this t-shirt is phenomenal. It's like a tri-blend t-shirt. Boom. And I got the Hogworks lock pin. You know, this comes with a key. So somebody try to steal your stuff, they're gonna have a hard time stealing it. Big boy, I mean, this really comes in a massive size box. Let me bring this camera down for y'all to see it. This comes in a huge box. So we're gonna take this out together. It's a box within a box, just for the record. I haven't taken this out yet, by the way. My kids open up the package so they can see what's in it. Nosy ass kids. No, they actually opened it for me because I asked them. So this comes in a nice package, nice packed. All right, so I'll get that out the way. And this is the tour pack. Oh man, they sent me gray instead of black. I'm just playing. Oh, this looks good, man. This looks real good. All black on black. Here we go. This is nice. I'm loving how the material feels in here. The only thing I'm gonna change is my keys, because you know I have the keys. So I don't need to use the key for this. Let's see what the inside feels like. Oh yeah, it's a big difference with the layout here. And this comes with the hardware. It comes with the plate that goes inside with all the screws. It comes with the sticker. So let's see what that looks like as well. And then we're gonna mount this on here. It shouldn't be too hard. Now this also has 4 holes in the bottom already. So that's to go on the mount plate, the mount bracket. And I have one on my bike already. So the other one that I have, I'm gonna sell that along with my Razor tour pack. Let's see if it's the same kind of plate that I have over there, or do I wanna use this one? Let's see what this plate feels like. Yeah, this does not feel flimsy at all. So you get that plate that goes in the center, all right? So let's put this together. Okay, so I'm gonna take the tour pack, place it over this platform. I'm just gonna let it rest here. I never really installed it this way before, but I'm gonna see if I find it easier to do it this way, or if I'm gonna have to take it off the mount bracket. If I don't, I'll be happy. All right, so this piece is gonna go in the middle. And the very center. I'm gonna line this up. I'm gonna start off with the front. Let's see if I have any luck with this. No, the washer goes in the back because the bolt fits right inside that little groove right there. Just trying to make sure I'm paying attention to details here, because those little things goes a long way. And then I'll put the bolt on over. So the washer and the bolt goes together. Uh-oh. So what I'll do is I'll tighten up one, and then I'll work my way to the other side. At least I'll know I have some support here. So it's an Allen key on the top, in case you did and then on the bottom, they have the, what size Allen key is this? This is a 5 and 3/2. That's what is written on here. All right, so now let's do the other side. If you know how to screw in a bulb, then you'll be able to screw in a bulb. All right, so got that locked in place. And I'm taking the same thing, putting the Allen key in the top, and then I'm gonna put this here and just work both sides. I'm working top and bottom. So now that I have that situated, I'll take all the remaining bolts and washers and just put those in here. So this way, if you've never installed a tour pack, that way you get to see how I'm doing this one. Remember, the way they make theirs, that bolt goes right into its place. Now, the way I'm putting it on here, it's a little tricky when you get to the back, because you don't have the same amount of spacing as you do in the front. So that's why I tightened up the front, and I just work my way on the bottom. I'm gonna use a little pressure. I'm gonna pull it down with my finger and try to line up the bolt just a little bit, just to get it to grab. And then now that's grab, and I'm gonna do the same thing for the other side, and then I'll tighten this down. So just a word of advice. I don't have Loctite right now. My Loctite is done. Let me put my Hogworks hat back on, man. Let me get stylish and like a young boy. But I would recommend for you to use Loctite. I will eventually take these threads back out, these bolts back out, and Loctite the heck out of it. But in the meantime, what I'm doing, I got an extension arm with the socket attachment, and I'm using the extended piece in the bottom. So I just reach under. This is just if you're putting it on like how I'm putting it on. I just don't want to take off the base plate. And I'm just gonna tighten this down. I'm gonna have to get me a big thing of Loctite just so I can have it. All right, here we go. And the amount of tension I'm using, I'm just really taking my time and feeling it without threading it out. I don't want to thread it out. And then on top of that, now we have the base bottom to put in. All I gotta say is Hogworks is definitely on point. You stick them right where it's gonna go, and to tell you the truth, you never gotta peel them off yet. You can just stick them right in the spots where you want them, and you just take the Velcro piece, attach it. Everything is already pre-cut. This is fantastic. So that means that the install, that's just one less thing that you need to worry about on the install. It's nothing complicated. Press that in. Do the same thing here. And so you do the same thing all around the whole entire tour pack. Just make sure you have it where you want it. Sometimes you could sit this stuff out in the sun to let it soften up a bit for a couple of hours, but I don't do that. I've never done it. I saw my girl Tiffany Renee said that she did it for her tour pack. Oh, by the way, Tiff, if you're watching the video, your tour pack looked good on your bike. I'm telling you, when you start to travel even more, I promise you're gonna start saying, you know, I wanna get a King tour pack. Right now, the Razor looks cute, looks good. I think you have the Razor, or is it the Chopped? I think it's a Razor you got. Maybe I'm wrong. But for all my people out there that's sporting the tour packs, that started off with the Razor, I'm curious to hear if you end up still keeping the Razor, or if you now have bid it and said, yo, I need to get me a King, because I was one of them. I started off with the Razor, Advan Black Razor, which I love still, And now I'm rocking the king. I cannot live without my king. Okay, now the top is similar, but the top comes with longer pieces of Velcro. Okay, so you get these pieces right here. So you're gonna do the same thing, work your way around. Now the only problem that I'm having so far is the fact that I don't see the holes that shows me where I should be drilling to install my my rack. Listen, my son can't say I don't love him, man. I'm putting one of these things on the bike. All right, never liked them. I like them a little bit more. You got one screw here, which is gonna need look like they need the same size, so I gotta figure out what size that is. Well, not figure out, gotta find the size. Take that off, and the holes are already pre-drilled into the top of this. So that shouldn't be hard to put in, but let's find out what size I need. I probably still have that size here. Let's see what size this is. Found it. All right, the size is a 13. So this is gonna go on the only one way. You cannot mess this up, you can't. So this is gonna go on with there's a screw here. I'm gonna drop this in. But you know what's interesting? This piece comes up. It's good to know, because I was like, wait a minute, see this? See this piece? Because I was like, this, no way, that should line up. This piece comes up. Okay, now I'll line it up. Take my time, and I'm gonna pick this back up. But I'm gonna put this washer back on. And I like how they did that. They curved this washer. There's a special washer. Because of the curve here, a regular washer would not work in this situation. So this is like a little curve to it. I know you might not be able to see it, but you put that in to contour to the shape of the tour pack. Okay, so that's in. So now, why is this piece not fitting? It's not because of them, it's because of me. So I have to figure out why that piece is not fitting in. And then we just tighten this bad boy down. I think I'm starting to really love the look, man. I know I'm starting to really love the look of the full tour pack with the whole seat setup. I'm gonna rest this down. See if that did the trick or not. Yep, that did the trick. So I have to put it down and then press it in. So now I'll put this on. And remember, when you tighten these down, it's plastic, okay? So you don't have to tighten it down for dear life. You take your time and tighten it down piece by piece. When you feel it's starting to get a little tight, then you move away from that, work your way to the next one, and then come up here. Man, I have a completely different looking bike now. I made some crazy different changes, man. From the seat to the tour pack, to the tank, which I have to get painted when I get back, because that thing was scratched up. And I just put some spray paint over it for now, but not a good thing. All right, so we got that, right? I don't know if they put a torque spec here. I'm gonna check and I'll be right back. See, just working my way from one to the next, and then that will give me a good amount of tension. There we go, because as we tighten up one, the other one will loosen up. Nice. See? That's what I'm saying. So I'm not putting my attention all in one spot at the same time. I'm just taking my time until I feel comfortable enough with the amount of lock on here. That feels good. Man, hold on. Whoa, I actually got one of these things. Now I need to put my rack on here though. Yeah, darn, it's gonna be comfortable as heck. Man, my boy gonna be comfortable. Beast look like a completely different bike. I might as well just go ahead and just get the speaker pieces and put on here too. Woo, baby, come on. So I checked thoroughly to make sure that I was right about the Hogworks tour pack. Some tour packs normally come with the engravements on the inside, which shows you exactly where to drill, but this one doesn't have it. So what I end up doing was I went to get me some blue tape, and of course now I have my Loctite. Make sure your Loctite is Loctite blue, and not the red. This is in a red bottle, but look for blue. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna have my son, he's gonna give me a hand, and I'm going to tape out the areas where I know I'm gonna need to mark. So you can use frog tape, you can use, or you can use regular blue tape. Frog tape is about $2 more, I believe. So all I'm doing is just this. I'm taking this and I'm gonna tape off the areas where I know I'm gonna be drilling. And that will protect the paint. I'm gonna come and do the same thing on this side because I have an idea on kind of like where the open is gonna be. So this video, I'm gonna be talking to you guys about a whole bunch of stuff that's happening between the hog work stuff and all the other things that's going on with Dorian's trip. I know some of you guys are excited to see those videos. Me too. I'm excited for this trip to happen. I'm excited for the camping trips coming up. All of that stuff is exciting to me. All right, buddy. So basically, we're gonna take this, we're gonna put it where we want it, where we think it's good. Now, some people will put it up on the tour pack, on the back like this. I like a little gap. I'm gonna try my best to line this up, leaving a little gap there. And then I'm gonna look to see what my eyeball says. And once I'm comfortable with where I have it, then I'm good. So from here to here is 5 inches. And from here to here is not 5 inches. We need to bring this over a tad bit more. I'm trying to get as even as possible. So it's 5 and 1/4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3/4, 4 and 7/8. The next thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna take this pencil and Dorian's gonna hold that in place and I'm gonna draw a circle to the best of my abilities. Now, once we draw the circles, right, we're gonna try to find this, we're gonna aim to find the center of the circle. And then we're gonna start to drill the hole. So it's kind of cool because they give you the opportunity to place this where you wanna place it. They give you the power to work it where you feel comfortable. All right, pick that up. Good, so we have 4 circles here. So now, we'll find the center. So the diameter of this circle, that's gonna be the part that's gonna be a little tricky, but not the most complicated. So you could measure it as much as you can, get it as simple as possible. So if I go from one end to this end, I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3/16, 3/16. So I'm basically eyeballing what my center is. Now remember, if you have anything in the back, like if you have the luggage package, anything you got, you have to remove that, okay? Because this will drill through it. Right now I have only the naked back. So remember, you only have one shot. One shot with this one, baby. So if I mess this damn thing up, I'm gonna have to buy me a whole new lid. Taking my time. I'm not in a hurry to mess this up. And I have the bike. I have my bike standing straight up. So that gives me a better positioning for this rather than me having this thing tilted. I'm telling you, this is scary, man. When you're punching holes into brand new stuff, oh God. God help me, man. I know I'm gonna have to go a little bigger, but before I go bigger than that, I start off with something smaller, and then I'm gonna get those bolts, and I'm gonna put them through this opening and see how much more bigger I need to go. I need to go just a tad bit bigger. I don't need to go too much bigger, which is good. So Loctite doesn't require a whole lot. Like that little drip is good enough for all 4 of these bolts, all right? So you just basically just take it, just get a little bit on it. All right, let's do this. Let's see what we got, buddy. All right, get it lined up. All right, that's 1 screw. I'm just hand tightening everything first. So when you're putting in the the top piece, right? There's an opening right here. And you're probably trying to wonder, okay, how do we get it in an opening? So the way I like to do it, I like to remove these 2 screws. Remember, hold on to it because there is some tension on it. Dorian, hold that because it's gonna collapse. It's gonna fall out. You got it?
Yes.
All right, so you really wanna use 2 people for this, just to be on the safe side, honestly, because this is gonna, this is what's holding the lid together, right? So you wanna make sure that you have somebody who, Dorian, push it towards me. Push it towards me. Right. More? Excellent. So all I do is just slide this through. It's not complicated, right? And then I'll put this back in its place. Now you can do it by yourself, but like I said, why complicate it if you have somebody to help you? Okay, so that part is now done. So all I'm doing on this side is just cutting out these little pieces that I want to use. On this, I'm using a simple little scissor. I get the measurement, and I just cut it. Now you can take the longer strips, and with those longer strips, you can put them in the bottom, put them in the back for more security. But I trust these where they are. I might decide to do that, depending on how I feel. But all I'm doing right now is just getting these pieces, because the top doesn't take a whole lot of tension anyway. Here it is. And in the bottom, same thing in the bottom. So we got this part done. This looks really good, guys. Just to give you a little recap, all I did was just put the sides. You could tack the strip back there as well. I did the same thing for this area. Everything is tightened down, and it looks good, guys. And don't forget, we got the pockets here, and that's one of my favorite things. It has 3 pockets. Now on the top, what I have left to do here is I have to take that lock, change this lock out, which I'll do in this video, but you get a chance to see what the rack looks like on here. It looks great. Nice, easy install. Didn't take much of anything. Just a little bit of measurement, and bam, that's it. All right, so we're gonna change out the lock. This is the lock that you can get from Harley that matches the rest of your bike. This is important to have. That way you don't have to worry about the same keys, different keys. You have the same key for everything, right? So there are 2 screws here. I have a video where I did the longer way, but there is a faster way, right? You know, when you don't know stuff, at the time you don't know, but then when you learn, you're good to go. So I'm gonna take this other piece, make sure it's going in the right direction. Slide it back up in its place. Can I get it on? You got it, buddy?
No, I don't.
It felt like behind me. I'll find it. Let me just get this one on, because this is a tricky little spot. There we go. That's in. All right. So there we go. It's an easy change. And if you don't know, now you know, right? You go to Harley, you give them your VIN number, and it's like about, I believe it's like $60-something. Now what we got to do is make sure that this whole thing works with the way I put it on. So we got the latch in, got the key locked. See it? And then of course that opens it up like a charm. 1, 2, 3, guys. All right, so that's the install. Cut this off. There we go. All right, that part is done. Tour pack looks good. Okay. All right, let's get a full 360 of how it looks. All right, guys, so I'm excited. Hogworks, thanks a lot for sending me some amazing stuff. Great quality, everything, I love it. The tour pack looks good. Only thing I'm gonna do to this now is put the lights back here. I have a video on how I did that, but I'm gonna do all the cutouts. get the light put on, and then rewire everything. But the tour pack, I put back my rack, my roof, my rack on here. I'm happy about that. I'm gonna get that little bolt changed out. They sent me the whole tour pack, all blacked out. Everything is blacked out from it. They gave me the backrest for the passenger, which looks absolutely gorgeous. Dorian can get up a little closer to it. I love the stitching on here. It matches the seats. I'm gonna get the speaker pods to put in here to complete the look of the bike. I don't like this nakedness right here, so I'm gonna definitely get something to complete the look of that bike. Now, I went ahead and bought this awesome seat. This seat, at one point I thought the seat was ugly as heck. It's not. I actually love the seat. So I took off my extended tour tank, and I'm gonna have to take my tank and get painted over black because I had some scratches, so I just spray painted that for now until later. I'm not gonna do that right now. So now Dorian has this beautiful cushioned seat for his booty. And now when he's taking that ride off, my wife is riding with me or anybody, it'll be good. And this is a tall man or tall boy seat. So come back here and let me show you guys how this thing looks all around, Dorian, circle all around so you can get a full idea on what the tour pack looks like, the quality of the tour pack, the angle of the whole setup. This thing looks so clean, precise, beautiful. I'm gonna buy the lights. I have the lights already, but I'm gonna buy the official lights. Another thing that I put on my bike too, guys, if you don't notice it, I took off my Memphis Shades windshield and I put on the Clockworks windshield. It's the 8.5. I get a better overhead view. But now that I have the seat, I'm curious if I'll be able to see more, but I do like the look in this for beasts. All right, so that's it. That install is done. I know it was a long install, but hey, that's what we do. Another thing I am gonna install in another video is the lock pin that goes on the bottom of the tour pack. And I'm gonna show you how that works. And that comes with the keys. That goes right under here. Bam, and that changes that out, all right? So guys, don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe, click that notification bell. I'm giving you guys all types of information. If you do decide to buy the tour pack from Hogworks, I'm leaving a link. Know that I will get a small kickback from it, a small percentage. And I love the company and I appreciate what they did. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have to. They really didn't have to. All right, so we are out. Peace.